Hello, Julia. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Congratulations. You have been selected to receive the donations that will come out of the proceed here in the pre-sale campaign for Married to Mom. What do you say?
Thank you so much. I'm very excited about this.
Yes, me too. I had many reasons why I selected your organization, and I wanted to see if we could talk about that a little bit.
Let's do it.
All right. So to let everybody know, who are you? Who is Julia Arnold?
So obviously my name is Julia Arnold. I live in Rhode Island with my best friend and my husband, Dave, with my two children, Camron and Makenzie. And then we have 3 golden retrievers and 3 cats. Yes. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I have been since my son Cameron was born 11 years ago. And we've been homeschooling for the last 6 years. So that's been my main focus last 6 years.
Wow. So I have 4 children. They're all grown up and they went to public school. I never even thought about homeschooling. And now, especially with the COVID epidemic, it seems like it's a big thing. It's a big deal. And we're dealing with a lot of issues there and a lot of good things. So tell me a little about your homeschooling journey since it started way before COVID.
Yeah. So I like to think in the back of my head, I always knew that I'd want to homeschool my children. And when the time came for Cameron to start kindergarten, we went through the motions and we put him in public school. And it only lasted a week before we pulled him out to homeschool. And then we never really looked back. The whole first year homeschooling, Cameron and I were just trying to figure things out ourselves. But at the end of the school year, he said, "Mama, I want friends." So I joined a secular homeschooling community and I began volunteering. I dove in headfirst, volunteering with them. And then in 2019, I decided I wanted to start my own homeschooling community, along with 3 other families. And so in the spring of 2019, the 4 families founded Ocean State Cooperative.
Ocean State Cooperative. So what exactly is that? I mean, do you just, meet on the weekends and you just talk about how the kids behaved, or?
No. So actually, Ocean State Cooperative is a secular homeschooling community for families to build meaningful relationships that's centered on engagement, where learning has no boundaries. Basically, we want to support the entire homeschooling family. We host events. Now in COVID times, we host a lot of Zoom events, but we host a lot of events for homeschool kids and their parents to socialize, grow, and learn with their peers. So we host social events and we host educational classes for the kids. In non-COVID times, we actually host what is actually called Cooperative, which is a 1-day-a-week program of classes that are taught by other parents to the children in the group.
Wow. So it's a little bit working together there, hand in hand.
Yes.
The families. Now, I'm sure that takes a lot of time, effort, and I'm also sure that it takes a lot of money, funds, basically, because I know schooling in general, public or not, is expensive, school books and whatnot, which brings me to my next question for you. And that was a question I actually had made part of why your organization, because we're talking about a potential amount that we may be able to raise here with the help of other contributors, new contributors, everybody that we can find from here until the end of the pre-sale, which is only 2-3 weeks away. So if we can raise, just to get the book printed, $6,000, everything above that to $8,000 is going to go in your pocket. That translates to $500. So everything that we can raise, you, me, and everyone else that is listening right now, if we can raise over $8,000 to get the hardcover book out, 50% will go to your organization. So we're talking, I'm a number person, so $12,000, if we raise $12,000, that's $500 from the first, and then $1,000, hang on, $8,000 to $12,000 is $4,000, $2,000 on top of it. So that is a substantial amount of money for a little fundraiser here. And what are you going to do with that? What are your plans? Where do you need for this money?
So my idea is to use this journal titled Me and My Feelings by Vanessa Green Allen. Vanessa Green Allen is a board certified teacher and counselor in North Carolina. And this journal is amazing. I want to use this journal in the class for a 12-week course for children ages 8 to 12. I want to improve their social and emotional health through this class. I plan on creating an entire curriculum with books, guest speakers, and other materials that I can share with other homeschooling parents so that this course can live on after I'm done homeschooling my kids. Because, right, like I'm only homeschooling for 12 years. Well, 14, technically. Yeah. But at some point, my time homeschooling is going to be done. But if I can develop a whole curricula around this journal in this book that lives on beyond me, that would be amazing, right?
Yeah, and it could help a lot of families in the long run.
It really would. So the donated money is going to help make this course free for all of our members. Typically a class of this duration will cost anywhere from $50 to $75 per child. And the donated money will aid in providing this class to more kids because the class will be free. The materials will be free and I can reach more kids that way.
Right. And while you were holding it up, the book is talking about social and emotional health, basically, me and my feelings. So that is where you and I have a connection, I believe, and that's why I'm really excited to have you as the recipient of our donation. Married to Mom is about feelings that start in childhood that are caused basically by a parent. And so it seems to me like a child is very sensitive and programmable as well in their early years. So I believe that your effort to work with the kids on emotional health is amazing. But what is your reason? What is your take on this?
Because I'm a homeschool mom, I tend to educate my children wholly. We learn about cooking. We learn about cleaning the house. They're going to learn about taxes when the time comes. So why not learn about their emotions, how it's normal to have feelings, how to self-regulate? My reason for homeschooling is so that we can raise, my husband and I can raise well-adjusted, balanced children. And I believe that teaching my children about their feelings and how to cope is just as important as teaching about the nouns and adjectives. It's really important to teach people how to handle the big feelings. We've dealt with losing grandparents already. We've dealt with the pandemic. And it's really important inside our home for us to cultivate learning how to handle those feelings and learning that those feelings are normal and they're okay. And I really want to bring that to the homeschooling community.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for explaining that. So for anyone that, I mean, there might be some that are listening right now that are homeschooling themselves. I mean, especially with the COVID-19, there are a lot of struggles that I read about, that I see in other families. Homeschooling is not as easy as it seems. Why? Because of feelings. So I'm sure that, somebody may have a question. How can they reach you? How can they find you?
They can go right to my website, www.oceanstatecoop.org. and they can hit the board link. And I am the president of Ocean State Cooperative, and they can find my email right there, and they can find out more information about homeschooling in Rhode Island in particular, and just homeschooling in general.
So for the homeschooling in general, they would be able to approach you just with generic questions. Basically.
Absolutely. I love to talk to everybody and anybody about homeschooling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, the best wishes to Ocean State Cooperative and to you, Julia, with your effort, our effort here to raise you as much money as possible. I literally now am able to convert, basically my goal to just publish a book to now put as much money as possible into your pocket. So that's my goal. And I thank you very much for becoming part of this.
Thank you. Thank you for choosing us and allowing us this opportunity.
Wonderful. We will see you around.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.